On a freezing December evening back in 1924, a group of top executives from the world's biggest electronics companies met up in a smoke-filled room in Geneva, Switzerland. Now, they didn't fly out there to brainstorm a new invention or figure out how to help the world. They met up to commit a massive corporate crime. They formed a secret alliance called the Rewrote Cartel, and their entire mission was to legally force factories to intentionally break their own light bulbs just so they'd burn out faster. Right now, we just accept it as a normal part of life that our stuff breaks. Your smartphone starts slowing down after 2 years. Your printer throws an error code out of nowhere, and your appliances just seem to die the second the warranty expires. But this isn't an accident, and it isn't because modern manufacturing is bad. It's a multi-trillion-dollar corporate strategy called planned obsolescence, and the whole thing started with a tiny piece of glowing wire. We look at a standard light bulb today as just a cheap piece of glass. It's the $2 item you grab at the hardware store without even thinking about it. But back in the early days of electricity, light bulbs were engineered to last practically forever. In fact, if you drive out to a fire station in Livermore, California, you can look up at the ceiling and see the Centennial light. It's a hand-blown bulb that was turned on all the way back in 1901. And guess what? It is still glowing right now, over 120 years later. But see, that kind of incredible quality was an absolute nightmare for corporate balance sheets. By the 1920s, light bulbs had gotten so good that they easily lasted around 2,500 hours. But the CEOs of companies like Osram, Philips, and General Electric realized they had a massive problem. If you sell a customer a light bulb that never breaks, they never buy another one. Your sales drop to zero and your company goes broke. So the cartel decided to completely rewrite the rules of business. They signed a secret agreement that legally capped the lifespan of any standard light bulb at exactly 1,000 hours. If an engineer at a factory figured out a way to make a bulb last longer, the company didn't give him a promotion. They actually fined the factory thousands of dollars for breaking the cartel's rules. And look, to make sure nobody cheated, they set up high-tech testing labs to measure the bulbs. They spent years testing different filaments, intentionally trying to find the exact chemical sweet spot that would make the wire snap after a few months of normal use. They spent millions of dollars just to make their own products worse. The joke is, this single conspiracy basically birthed the entire modern consumer economy. Once the tech and car companies realized what the light bulb guys pulled off, they all wanted in on the action. In the 1950s, car companies started changing the body styles of their vehicles every single year, not because the engines were better, but just to make you feel embarrassed to drive a 3-year-old car. Today, tech giants take the exact same psychological approach. They glue lithium batteries inside your headphones and laptops so they're impossible to replace, and they push out software updates that intentionally bog down older hardware, forcing you to line up at the store to buy the exact same device all over again. We are letting a handful of corporate boardrooms completely dictate the lifespan of everything we own, creating mountains of electronic waste in landfills, all because a group of executives 100 years ago realized they could maximize their profits by selling us garbage that is designed to self-destruct. So next time a light bulb goes out in your house or your phone screen starts glitching, take a second to realize what you're actually dealing with. You're not looking at a broken product, you're looking at a product that is working exactly the way the corporation intended. If you had the choice to pay 10 times more for a smartphone or an appliance that was guaranteed to last your entire life, would you make the investment, or would you stick to buying the cheap stuff that breaks? Let me know in the comments.